Hey, what's up guys, it's Sam with Academy FM here today with the third part of the Future Bass course. Now in this part I want to develop the main drop a little bit further. Right now it sounds like this. So the first thing I hear is it's not the sidechain at all. So I'm gonna put a compressor on the synth group. I'm gonna click this little triangle here, enable sidechain audio input from the kick. Then I'm gonna enable the EQ, press it to the high pass mode. So then the input, so that's the kick. Oh, let's get EQ'd, so you can really only pick the high-end transients that you want to sidechain the signal. So I'm gonna put the threshold all the way down, then just mess with the knobs until there's a nice quick. So this is a nice quick smooth sidechain curve. I like this one. It also sounds really nice. Maybe a little bit too deep. I also want to sidechain it to the snare. The snare is high passed. I think we can still get some low end frequencies like this. So if you put it to low pass and put the frequency all the way down, you actually get a really small bump still, which is really nice for sidechaining. And the kick shines a little bit more through than the snare. So I actually want to get the makeup gain a little bit more up, so the kick matches the snare a little bit better. So there's a lot of empty space when the chords aren't playing, like this part right here, also this part right here, also here. So I want to get some fills in there. I want to start with some drum fills. We can also do some melodic fills later, like some arps or something. So I'm going to make an audio track, just call it fill 1, duplicate it, fill 2, so we can layer some stuff. I want to get a tom first, so I'm going to go into tom. Maybe Infinity has some nice acoustic toms. Maybe let's see. So I don't want to use like a tom fill already. Just want to use the tom itself. So I'm gonna go into stereo drums, percussion, toms. Like this one, I like this one too. Like this one. I like this one. So let's see. Let's turn this down. Maybe a floor tom. So let's go to Blam. I'm gonna unwarp this. I'm gonna select this, consolidate it, so Ctrl J. So then we can actually just normalize it. It's a little bit too quiet, so I'm gonna put it in the second fill track, compress it, and also give it . So I wanna put a little glitch or something here. So I'm gonna open up, let's say, wavetable. And our chord is this one. I'm gonna copy that. Maybe an ARP. So I'm gonna get these the sustain down, the release too. Make it a square. Make this like 32. Maybe up down. Because we have 4 notes, that's really easy. So it can easily be divided by the arpeggiator. I want to get a more interesting sound, so I'm going to go to instruments, maybe piano. And we can actually get go into the matrix and map the oscillator 1 position to the amp. So you can actually get... This actually sounds like a sort of steel drum or something. So I'm gonna get some noise unison. Maybe put it up an octave. Give it some OTT. Maybe layer it with a stronger. Maybe something around there, and then I want to pan it from left to right too. So I'm gonna get a utility. Also cut out the lows first, because the OTT adds a lot of low end. And then the balance, I'm gonna go to automation mode. Go from left to right. So I'm gonna go to maybe from left to right to left. Yeah, that sounds better. And then decrease the OTT a little bit. Make it way louder. Get it to -5 and let's see how that sounds in context. So I want to layer this wavetable with another wavetable an octave down, so it maybe get a little stronger. Just a pitch effect down an octave. Maybe not an ARP, maybe just a straight chord, and we can put some cool effects on it maybe. So maybe filter it in. So I'm gonna get the low pass filter here and touch the frequency knob so it shows up in the matrix. Some unison. Maybe some auto pan would be cool. Just testing some stuff out. See. Maybe not all the way, but like 80%. I'm gonna make this a square. I'm gonna enable oscillator to make this a saw wave. Put it up an octave. So I was working on this little fill right here. I'm gonna turn it down just as a precaution. So it sounds a little bit empty. Maybe a layer vocal or something over it. So I'm just gonna let's see, vocal. Gonna search for some vocal chops. Let's see, so this is in D minor. We are in G minor, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're just gonna use that little part. And I want this little glitch or something right on this line, so it's in triplet. I'm also gonna put a limiter on the master, just so it doesn't redline. So I'm adding an extra kick for this space here. I don't want to repeat the same fill, so I'm gonna put a kick there and a tom here. Maybe this snare fill here as well. Let's see. I want triplet grid. And then disable this first one. Let's line this up. I'm just using this little marker right here to line it up with one of the hi-hats. I'm going to use triplet grid so I can... Yeah, how that sounds. Maybe use that ARP in this part. So that's right here. I'm gonna make this a full MIDI clip, put this an octave up. See how that sounds. Maybe some reverb just to wash it out a little bit before the utility. And I'm just gonna turn the reverb on this section, so when it goes back to the first part of the drop, it doesn't leak through. So it instantly mutes as soon as it gets here. I want to give it a little bit more detail. I'm first gonna just name these. So this is the mid bass, this is the sub bass, this is the fill ARP, fill chord, and this is the vocal chop. So I want to layer like maybe one of those ambiences that are in infinity. Let's see, effects, ambience. This one has a nice texture. So I'm gonna go to the support or the mid bass, get this LFO tool, put this on here. This is in C, I want it in D, so I'm gonna pitch it up 2 semitones. Doesn't really matter if you warp it or not, because it's long enough. You can cut off the end here. And I'm gonna make it follow the chords. So when the chords are playing, this is playing. I'm gonna cut out this part right here, this part, and this part. So this just stays one note while the maybe pitch it up here. And go down to actually we can do this with LFO tool as well. We're gonna put it on here, and this one is just for the panning. So I want to pan it left and right with every cycle of this first one. But now it's left every time. This one is the panning. Okay. I'm gonna make one left. Maybe make this the C. So this becomes like its own little melody. Ambience melody. So let's hear how that sounds with everything. The C doesn't really fit. I'm gonna make it a D again. I'm also gonna put some reverb on it. And the same with the ARP. I'm actually gonna mute the entire track with utility because the gain now goes to minus infinite dB. I'm gonna go click that so it shows up here. Press B so we get the pencil tool. And then mute all of the... Well, actually we can do it to minus infinity by default and then turn every time it plays something to 0. Let's see, let's zoom in a little bit. To 0, just like that. Copy that. Copy the automation actually. Do that and then duplicate that. Go back to infinity or infinite. And then we can duplicate this. Put this to 0 as well. And this part too. Now we have, so the reverb doesn't actually ring all the way through. I'm gonna put the reverb before the LFOs. So let's duplicate this. And let's put a marker here, drop. Then big fill right here. And get rid of that snare. get rid of these, the hi-hats too. I'm gonna write the right ring out. So the drum bass sounds now like this. Maybe I can do some cool pitching with this right. Just let it go up over a octave. Let's see what's before. I want to delete all of these except the vocals. And it has a lot of low end. Let's get rid of that. Didn't realize that before. Give it a little bit of chorus too. OTT. You can really, this cool, I wanna resample that actually. I'm gonna make an audio track, resampling Armit solo, this ambience melody. Just get this part. And now we can go back to automation mode. Mute this again. So now we have the audio to play with. Let's see. I think I need to turn it down. Oh no, that's fine. So maybe let this go down over the part. An octave, let's see. Yeah, that sounds cool. So ambience, melody, effects. And I want to do some reverse piano or something. So I'm gonna go to piano and keys, grand piano. Let's see, what chord were we at? So we were at this one, the C. I'm gonna copy that chord, make a MIDI clip for the grand piano. Paste the chord, legato. Actually want to make it strum, so I'm just gonna move these. Copy this one, put it here. And make this stereo as well with the Haas effect that we made. Give some reverb. Oh yeah, that sounds nice. Then I'm gonna freeze it. I'm gonna make an audio track. I'm gonna mute the piano track and drag the frozen file over here and reverse it. So now we have. I want to put an auto pan on here so we can do some cool like. Let's see. So we can go from slow to very. Maybe with the phase too. Maybe not all the way. Put a OTT. Just give it a little bit more presence. Okay, that sounds cool. I want to layer that actually, so I'm gonna duplicate this frozen piano track. I'm just gonna keep this just in case I want to do something. I want to modify it, so I'm gonna unfreeze this one. I'm gonna layer it with this one. See how that sounds. Ooh, that doesn't sound good at all. There we go. I want to make this one mono. I'm gonna freeze it. Copy this over. Piano little one. Frozen. Actually, frozen. We're gonna reverse this, and we're gonna put the same effects on there. I'm gonna invert this one, so maybe that sounds cool with the piano. Let's see, -4. I'm gonna turn these both down to -. And I want to do a sub hit at the end of this. So this is reverse piano 1, reverse piano 2, and then just a very basic sub hit. Let's see, we are in C. So let's enable the MIDI keyboard. Like this. I'm gonna play the low C. It's hard to hear now because it's quiet and not that. There's nothing done to it, so I'm gonna flatten it. Then I'm gonna make it thick. OTT, glue compressor, equalizer. Just compress. Super hard. And then around halfway through, I want to get this to Complex Pro or Complex. Change, make it a pitch down effect. Maybe that will sound cool. Yeah, that sounds cool. So I'm just gonna freeze this again and flatten this. So yeah, we have the sub drop there. You wanna give this a little bit of, it doesn't click at all. Sub drop. And then the B part of the drop. I wanna make this. Oh yeah, and the second part I want to add the melody we wrote earlier. So I'm gonna, let's see, I want to make some, yeah, I'm gonna disable the main saws for a bit, so just we make some more space in the high end. So what I did, I was selected the MIDI clip and just pressed 0 on my keyboard. I'm gonna make a MIDI track, copy this melody over. Wavetable. I want to make a cool synth in Wavetable. So give it some noise. Give some reverb. So I'm getting the quality to high and give it a low cut so it doesn't reverb the low end. Get the decay time up, size down, dry wet a bit down, multiband compression. Equalizer and compressor. Just to get rid of some accidental low end and give it way more power. Maybe I want to give it some pitch modulation too, so I'm gonna go to envelope 2, sustain all the way down, decay to like 30. I'm gonna select the semitone here. Envelope 2, Oscillator 1 pitch. So it gets like a little bit laser. It gets a very sharp attack. It makes it stand out more. I want to do the same for oscillator 2. So 17.6 as well. I'm gonna turn this down. So I turn this down an octave and turn the volume down. So it still has that power in the low end, but it doesn't actually overpower the main saw. So let's hear how the drop sounds now. I want to give the bass a little fill or something here, a variation. Yeah, I'm gonna get this note an octave up. Let's see, go into the MIDI tab, pitch to 12. What that does, it changes the pitch bend range to 12 semitones instead of 2. So now inside of the clip, we can go to pitch bend. Let this go down all the way. So now it pitches down over an octave. Oh yeah, so the melody continues here. I wanna replace that main synth with also the piano. Maybe grand piano layered with... Let's see, let's group this. So now you have an instrument rack with the grand piano. Get this one in as well. This one also. This one as well. And I'm gonna turn these all down. Let's see, I'm just now gonna pan and delay. I'm gonna pan this to 40 to the left. This one 40 to the right. We're gonna just go full on. And I'm gonna delay this one. I'm gonna pitch it up an octave. So I'm gonna put the pitch MIDI effect on this on this Tineful ambient. And then I'm gonna get a simple delay, link it, dry wet on full, feedback on 0, get it to 40. So it plays just a little bit later than the other ones. And also press legato here. Don't need that one. So compress it so it sits a bit better in the mix. Give it some reverb. Q. Get rid of the low end. And this last part of the vocal, I'm gonna pitch that down and filter it so it actually goes nicely into the next section of the song, which is probably gonna be the breakdown. Like that. I'm gonna get a low pass filter. on the EQ, go into automation mode, just automate that. And put this here. So let's listen to the full drop now. I actually want to get that bass sweep in the first part as well. That sounds really nice. I want to get rid of that vocal. Yeah, I want to get like a pulse. Yeah, so it sounds a bit empty in this first part. So I'm gonna get the wavetable. I'm gonna get the triangle wave. And let's see. I want 4 of these beeps. Kinda sounds like one of those sounds that the car makes when you leave the door open. So I'm gonna go from left to right. Just gonna do this with automation real fast. Back to left. Don't want it that extreme, so I'm gonna go 24. 24 and 24 here as well. Improve the release. Okay, so that's the main drop idea. I hope you learned some